quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Kind of mean on that one. Oh, wow.
Man, I like seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's George. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Warriors trail by 7. Melton outside. Here's Butler. Soft touch off the glass.
Excellent job getting that strong position inside. Butler doing work. Really nice.
And James has got the ball here for the Lakers. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
They expected more of themselves against this team last year. Split the games between them.
Yeah, guys, they feel like they're the better team. The standings would agree with that. I look for them to assert that with their play tonight.
George hits them both.
Paul George, one of the most versatile and dynamic players in the league. I mean, he does a lot for his team offensively and defensively, which I think frees up the other guys to do their thing. A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
And it's James with the jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like Pound Cake. He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Green, the pass to Porzingis. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Part of Draymond's value, the playmaking he gives you out of the front court.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And the Lakers making a change here. Williams has checked in. You're looking at the best in free throw shooting last year in the NBA. Stephen Curry, number 1. For Kobe White.
From the free throw line, those two were almost automatic last year. What great assets they are late in the game.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Pajimski's checked in for the Warriors. Warriors trail by 9. Butler passes to Porzingis. They set the screen. Down low. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Boy, evidence of the mobility there from Porzingis as he shreds the defense in screen and rolls.
Porter with the steal. Pass to James. Butler with a steal. Green with the ball. Now Vanderbilt defending. Curry, he's open. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Curry's got his 2nd bucket on the night. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Because of his incredible scoring ability, many consider George to still be a star.
Curry from deep three-point land. Knocks down the triple. Curry's got 8.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offense.
Oh, hey, how about
Big
that?
time right there. Big time.
Whoa. George's athleticism has always been a strength. Not many guys can pull off that dunk.
Again, the Warriors score. The Lakers lead by 4. James passes to Porter. It's stolen by Curry. Pass to Green. Now here's Butler. Back to Pajimski. Takes a 3. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds now. Here's George. Up and in on the layup. 17 points in the game.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
4th and assist. And it's easy to admire how pesky they were on the defensive end, jumping in passing lanes and being overall extremely aggressive going after steals, finishing in the top 5 in the league in that department.
And these guys really took advantage whenever their opponents turned the ball over, finishing in the top 5 in points off turnovers last season.
They have no answer aggressive defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't have it.
Now here's Butler. Fires from deep. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Porter. Uses the glass on the layup. Porter's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively. Great lead pass, anticipating where his man was going to be, not where he was.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Some changes for Los Angeles. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Williams. Barnes comes in for LeBron. And it's White in for Porter Jr. Now here's George. He's got 19.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
And the details starting to trickle in. But for the whole story, let's go to Shams Charania, who's joining us remotely. Shams, what you got?
Thank you, B.A. Still early in the season, but the 76ers aren't wasting any time on personnel changes. They're clearly excited to acquire Luka Doncic, a massive addition to their squad. They'll count on Luka having the ball in his hands quite a bit, whether it's scoring or playmaking. Doncic provides massive value for this offense. The whole league is talking about this move. It's buzzing. Can't wait to see how it turns out.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. Here's George. Great D that time from Porzingis. Pass to Butler. Launches it. Hits the trifecta. And now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Seems to me like Butler is just always in rhythm and under control. His next shot is never far away.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Finney Smith's checked in for Vanderbilt, and it's Beal in for Paul George. Santos is checked in for the Warriors. Payton comes in for Butler. The 3 from Barnes. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal.
Boy, you got to respect the long-range accuracy of Barnes now. When he gets a little daylight, he's dangerous from the perimeter.
Podziemski's shot is good. Los Angeles leading by 6. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Beal, the pass to Finney Smith. And he gets it to go.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end. He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
Nice shot by Finney Smith.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Here's Beal. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Now here's Curry. 13 points in the game.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Well, we know what Dorian Finney-Smith can do on the court, but he's also doing great things off the court.
Yeah, so many players across the league do a ton of work in their communities and for the betterment of humanity. And the Finney Family First Foundation focuses on the youth and low-income communities. And Dorian Finney-Smith, he helps kids by providing basketball training for at-risk youth and uses the game of basketball to also impart lifelong lessons.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the 3-pointer by Los Angeles. That one goes. Count it.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, B.A. The Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship. I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Back to you guys.
Eyes on the prize. Okay, Allie, good stuff.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Outside Peyton, inside, Porzingis, got a piece of it. Los Angeles leading by 9 to the middle. Here's Finney-Smith. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Podziemski's shot is good.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Curry's shot is off. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Finney-Smith passes to Ayton to the paint. Oh! A fast break for the Warriors. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Podziemski's shot is good. Now just a 4-point Laker lead.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Lakers. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Warriors.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
They've got Kevin Porter, Mark Williams out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's James, and it's George in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And it's James inside.
Well, that's exactly where LeBron wants to go. Almost unstoppable once he gets the ball in the painted area.
Warriors trail by 4. Pass to Horford. Outside Peyton. And here's Podziemski. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it. You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then boom, right to the rack.
Pass to Horford. Here's Santos. Now Podziemski. He's guarded by Porter. 5 to shoot. Now Butler. Wide open look. James with the rebound.
They are just owning the boards right now.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Porter from outside. Warriors with the rebound. From behind the arc. Williams grabs the board. Los Angeles leading by 6. Pass to Santos. Now here's Podziemski. Good. Podziemski's got 18 points in the game.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Chomps. Bradley Beal, he's checked in for Paul George. Here's James. Ooh, LeBron, strong like bull.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Pass to Butler. From the arc. And the Warriors miss again. Los Angeles leading by 6. James passes to Porter. Back to James. Here's Beal. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Butler. Pass to Pajemski. Outside Payton. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Williams with it. Payton covering. Here's Beal. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle and at their offensive end.
Steve Kerr wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Capella, he's checked in for Williams. Vanderbilt comes in for Finney-Smith. And Harrison Barnes is subbed in for LeBron. And Golden State also making a switch. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Payton.
How about Horford showing you that he knows a little bit about elevation? Big fella bouncing to the rack.
The 3 from Barnes. Pajemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 6. Here's Curry. Pass to Santos. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Los Angeles has got 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Porter gets the bucket.
The more Porter Jr. hits this, the more driving lanes will appear for him.
Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Horford. Outside Butler. Back to Horford. Outside Pajemski. 4-3. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
That's his 3rd triple of the game. It's the first one in the second quarter.
Here's Porter. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Playing ferocious inside. Porter Jr. went right after the big dogs.
Good on the second one. Warriors trail by 7. Pass to Curry. Here's the 3. Rebound, the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Rebounded by Butler. Butler's got his 5th rebound in this one. The 3 is up. Outside Curry. There's the triple. Capella with a rebound.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Horford with a steal. Here's Butler. Butler gets all the way to the cup.
Horford does a nice job positioning with his feet, but then being active with his hands to come up with steal.
Curry with a steal. With some arc. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 4 assists now tonight.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Paul George, he's checked in for the Lakers. White comes in for Porter Jr. All right, let's go to the leaderboard and see the top passing teams last season. The 4th spot held by the Warriors.
And what really stands out to me about this team is how they share the rock. They don't want good shots, they want great shots. And collectively as a team, that's what they seek out.
Warriors trail by 3. Butler with the ball. Guarded now by George. finds Curry, puts up a deep three. Oh, Curry showing off the range.
They're pushing the ball at pretty much every opportunity.
7 straight fast break points. They've got the defense gasping for breath right now.
George's shot is off.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
The Lakers have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. George passes to Vanderbilt. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Will it go? George with another miss. The Warriors lead by 3. The 3, Porzingis. Another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, such an easy flick of the wrist for Porzingis. He makes it look like a 10-footer when he hits the corner 3.
In transition, here come the Warriors. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity, and he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
George peels it out a bit. Outside Barnes, jacks up a 3, fires in the triple. Barnes has got 6.
Hey, when you lay off of Harrison Barnes, he's going to go right up on the catch.
And here's Curry for 3. Capella with a rebound.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
George, good.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Outside Butler, back to Melton. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. George, right side. He drains it from the right block. And now it's just a 2-point Warrior lead.
Benign contact like that, not going to do anything to disrupt George's focus.
Pass to Curry from deep 3-point land. Oh, Curry, just nasty from downtown.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Now Butler, 12 points for him. Shoots over George. Again, the Warriors score.
Keep somebody on Butler. If you lose track of him, he'll nail shots like that.
And George with the jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Now here's George. Give him 31 now.
George can be so deadly on the drive. He's got great quickness. He sees an opening and takes it right away.
Outside Curry. Outside Butler. 3-pointer. Boom! 3 for Jimmy.
Boy, you can see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
Here's George. And George with the jam.
Look, in deference to his age, he's not going to throw it down like he used to, but PG can still rock that rim.
The 3 is up, and the Warriors with another 3.
Boy, somebody lit a fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
White, the pass to George, and it's good. 2 points. George has got 37.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Now here's Curry. He's got 24. And it's Green missing. George with it. And Melton picks him up defensively.
Great speed displayed by George on his way to the bucket. Devastating to the defense with those dunking skills of his.
Melton outside. Butler taking his time here. Oh, nice job in the paint from Curry.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Some changes for Los Angeles. Finney Smith checked in for Vanderbilt. LeBron comes in for Barnes. And it's Bradley Beal in for George. And Golden State also making a switch. Santos is checked in.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Now here's Curry. 26 points for him.
Huge night for Curry and a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
White can't hit.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one falls for Curry.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill and physical.
Off target with the three. Lakers trail by 6. Here's James. And who else? LeBron with the finish.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
Now, here is James. He's got 16. Beal from outside. Porzingis grabs the board. The Warriors lead by 7. Here's Melton. Bradley Beal with a rebound. James inside. Stolen by Melton. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Curry with the big motor. Finishes in transition.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Here's Beal. The Warriors pull it in. Pass to Santos. Puts the move on. And the layup is up and in. And now an 11-point Warrior lead.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break.